alaikum. Good morning, happy people. Who's not, please, you can meet me outside, okay? Yes, as I've been introduced, my role is to be into happiness and innovation. That's the two roles that I play here. I used to be a professional in IT for 26 years. Alhamdulillah, I quit. Because as we see the progress of life here, IT became commodity. So you need to elevate yourself into something different. When I joined 2011 here, to me, the puzzle was not completed. I wanted to see the real Silicon Oasis. We are a free zone that is belong to the government, and it's also focused only on technology. For those who was not aware of this area, 12 years ago, it was a desert. So, and this is applicable to any areas in Dubai. Okay, so normally we can say the same story that for 10 years, this area was fully desert. Now we really can see the result happening very fast. But the main objective for us was really to look into the ecosystem. That's why RIT came into the picture and played a major role really to build up the network around that one. And the opportunity for having DSOA here is because we are very much near to anything happening in Dubai. The distance is not far. We are close to the airports, close to the ports and other city centers in location. So we have very strategic position here. We consider ourselves, we are the happiest free zone because we are really creating the environment to live and work in the same place. So that's a unique offer that we can give to people here. The ecosystem that we are building, and we are adding to it the Silicon Park project, is really how we can bring everybody closer together here as one ecosystem and one community. We have schools, we have universities, hospitals, and we created the DTEC, Dubai Technology Entrepreneur Center, where we have new entrepreneurs. The number is growing very fast. We have more than 800 plus now. And just to correct that, 700 companies is a typo. It is really 2,500 companies overall, different sizes we have. So the whole thing is about really living and working in DSA. The new project is across the street here. We are building Silicon Park, which is the first smart city project for Dubai, and it's endorsed by Smart Dubai also. This is a block where we have around 23 buildings, but we are experimenting all the technology, the latest technology, the IoT, the infrastructure that we have. To give a nutshell about what is smart city, is really smart people having a smart living, using smart mobility, and really enjoying the smart environment with a smart economy governed by a smart governance. So these are the 6 pillars of smart city. So this will be just resembling what we are trying to do for smart city in Dubai. The good thing is that we are taken as a test bed for government of Dubai. So any new technology that they want to test, they will come and test it with us in DSOA or in the Silicon Park project. So like autonomous car, now we are dealing with RTA to test the autonomous car first here. And once it's successful, they will roll it out again. And the focus is on the infrastructure, the facility services, security, and really we as an authority, we enhance the service of licensing companies to work and live in this area. And really it's an integrated operations services that we have there. So this is a place where you really come and experiment. What we are trying to do, I'm just focusing now on one example like e-health. E-health will be if you are a resident of this place, you will do your early check and everything at home. So you don't have to go to the hospital. It will be done all in a manner of teleconferencing or tele-analytics that can happen from home. That's one example we can talk about. I'll take you back to the DSOA. When I joined, we thought of innovation in 2011. And we created a framework from scratch. So we didn't have any innovation framework at that time. Yet it was not the year of innovation in UAE. and we had to develop something like innovation strategy and program and the building block for it, using a management framework around it. So before that, we had to align with the UAE strategy, with our corporate strategy, and we added a value inside the organization to be injected in the DNA of that organization. We said innovate to bring happiness. So like this, we are encouraging people really to open up and think and really innovate. But because we are a company, we had to put the right definition, is really focusing on the business value. Sorry, Khalifa, yani, money is important, ROI is important, otherwise I will not be here also. So we focus mainly on the business values. We focus on what we can do as a ROI, and we can do as a cost saving for us, and also how much we can contribute to the environment around us. So what we are really focusing on, how to expedite the gap that is happening between the businesses, and we are trying to really build that gap, bring that gap faster. So, and really focus on all areas of innovation. It's not just one area, from the process until the manufacturing. We have a 4 strategic pillar for DSOA, which is Smart City, Technology Hub, Desired Society, and Happiest People. Our employees, we do our best to make them happy. You know, normally happiness is not an easy approach, so you need to do a lot. So that's my challenge. And the innovation comes across all these 4 themes that we have. Now, the program that we created, we started with something called corporate innovation, and that's really how to encourage innovation inside the corporate. And we have something called core innovation, departmental innovation, and idea campaign, and I will come to this one. And since Dubai is evolving very fast, we had to come up with a game changer programs also. So we have the 10X DSOA, and it is an innovation academy. And we have the NPI, and that's also related to the academy. And we have other services and a portfolio management. And these are the innovation building blocks that we are in need in order to have a successful innovation. We have the sponsor, and that was my challenge when I was in my previous job. I went to the CEO and I told him, I want to introduce a corporate innovation. He stopped me and he said, Ghanim, no, innovation should start from within. So when a leader tells you this one, you have the choice either to accept his philosophy or leave the company. So the moment I joined here, went again to the CEO here and I told him, I want to start innovation. And immediately I got a department and I hired people and we started building this really story. So the sponsorship is important from our management, the fund that is allocated for it, and the partnership that we have here. As Dr. and Khalifa were highlighting, that we are living in Dubai and we have great opportunity to interlink with all these brains that we have around us. So we created an advisory board for our innovation, and from there we are putting our strategy jointly with big companies really around us here. We have portal to capture the ideas. We have one for the community and one for our employees. It's called City Spark and Mind Spark, and these are the idea management portals. We have people, we qualify them to be champions. We certify them to be innovation champions. And we have also a communication that we engage our employees. We have a recognition, and really every year we reward them for that. And it's also included in their KPIs in their performance management system. And this is an example of the MindSpark portal. To go back to the strategy, and the core innovation is really, you are, as an individual or as a team, you are requested to give up a business idea that can be translated into a product or a service. Here, we're still not talking about disruption. But in the departmental also, you can go and create your own idea, implement it, sponsored by unit head. And once you finish implementing that idea, you show us the ROI of that. So like this, we will recognize you also. So, and using the idea campaign to energize open innovation and to include it in that set. This is one example that robotic camera, our facility management They have a challenge every time because we are here having residential, commercial, so they have to maintain the ACs there. And normally we have complaints from our tenant. They are very picky, really. They say we have a bad smell here, bad smell there. It has to do with the air condition. Before, they need to open everything, and that's very costly. What they have done is really just introduce a toy camera, no brainer really, by adding a camera on top of a toy car and really releasing it inside the grill. And thus they saved a huge amount of money and really satisfy the customer because he can see it on the mobile. So that's one example of a simple departmental innovation, but it really had a good return of investment for us. The business value, which is the core innovation, our executive will be really evaluating any idea. They will come every year to pitch business ideas, and it will be introduced in this sense here. Focusing really mainly on this area, we said it has to make a value for us. The challenge, and I will go back again to the two game changer, but when we started innovation, yes, the boss said yes, but the rest were saying, why innovate? We are not Google, or sometimes they say, show us the result, and they want immediate result, and why we don't have time for innovation. We need to work on our day-to-day operation. And all ideas are stupid, sorry to use this word, but, and at the end they say, what's in it for me? But our answer was really, we created a sense of purpose. When we said it's a business value, business-driven, people are really encouraged to do something. And the value, we focus always value, because the top management, they want to see result. We make it so simple to innovate, and we encourage people to do it. We created the team spirit around this one also. And every time we think that we are reaching to a level as an innovation, we say, stay humble and try to see what is next, and you can do. And after all, we are only a DSOA, so we don't need to be Google or anybody. In that sense, I just take you back to the main program. The two game changer for us is really one is the Innovation Academy. We took a group of our people, normal employees from our departments. One is as a clerk in insurance, the other is really working in strategy. And what we did really, just a second, the 10X DSOA, we took them into a 2 hours program for every week for 12 weeks. But we really gave them all the necessity of information to go for disruptive innovation. You cannot imagine, out of the 10 people, we have now 4 disruption happening really. And one of it is really, what we do is really, we take this idea. Now we need the lab to manufacture these ideas, so we engage with the university. So our innovation academic employee, they will engage themselves with the student and with the faculty here to develop their idea. So they don't have the know-how, the technical aspect of it. They will come to the special matter expert, and they will do these projects. And now it's been exhibited other places of these ideas. So universities now, we are benefiting from this ecosystem to encourage our employees to come up with ideas like that. The NPI is really innovation technology transfer. The PI is really about TT. So that's a program where we saw that in order to fulfill our ecosystem here, we wanted our student in the university here, as a last year student, as a result here, okay, how many of us here graduated and went for a job? All of us, right? Come on, no? That will be great thing if that just the few people who raise their hand only were the.
And trying to think the question twice.
Yeah, okay. You graduate because you want to look for a job. I ask all the students here. That's the same answer. But what we are trying to encourage to really engage the people to move to our ecosystem here. We have the Entrepreneur Center. We want to encourage people to become entrepreneur and really create more result as a big company. We encourage people from last year. They will go into a program. We call it NPI. That program will qualify your final year project. We are not disturbing the education system here. We're leaving the student to come up at the last year and telling them there is an opportunity that you become an entrepreneur. So why don't you think of your outside project that you have outside there? Some of them are very genuine and can give good result, to translate it into a startup business. But the idea here is really we try to bring all the departments together, the business, the engineering, and the marketing combined together, and they create that kind of startup where they can pitch their idea first semester, and then they go into an accelerator to develop that idea when they graduate. So they have a certificate in their hand here, and they have a ready-made company that they can go and enroll in our DTech. We have two accelerators mentioned by Dr. Yusuf. One is the Smart City Accelerator, and one is focusing on tourism and aviation by Emirates Airline and General Electric. Yeah. So we have two accelerators which will open the chances for our student to pitch their idea. It will take 6 months for you to find a job. So why don't you try it as a startup? And you already took 1 or 9 months developing that idea. So you will know if you can succeed or not. So that's what we are offering as a platform for our student here in the NPI. The idea is still mature. We are rolling it now with Dr. Yusuf. And what we found from the first experience, students still, I cannot change what's reside in the brain now. It's been imprinted since childhood. We want you to grow, that you spend your life in an education system, then you graduate, you find a job. That's what our parents taught us always. You find a job. But no.
Start thinking to create a job.
Nobody. Nobody. Even if you see some kind of small entrepreneurs in schools, they tell them go to Dragon Mall, buy the item and sell it, and distribute the money, go, talabat, or you order your food. But nothing more than that. They don't teach them how to become an entrepreneur. So this is where we are aiming. To go back, DTech is really a place where we are encouraging entrepreneurs to really carry forward their ideas that they took from the university, and they go there. We have a minimum startup requirement for you as a startup. So as a student, you will not need really a big capital to start your business. You will go through this system here. It's going very fast. And we are encouraging entrepreneur centers there. We have entrepreneur days for how we're really enriching those guys with this experience. Okay, hold on. Intel Lab is available there for IoT. We are encouraging people from schools, from universities, and the entrepreneurs themselves to engage themselves with Intel Lab to develop a concept as an IoT lab for them there. So Intel are very much interested to develop these concepts. If you have something with them, very good. In this lab here, you should come here. Okay. Okay, we'll give discount. No problem. And this is more of the experience that we're saying. They are focusing on academia and entrepreneurs. DSOA also involved with IBM and Google into technology startups. And we have also, the last but not least, we are also focusing on Islamic digital economy. Thank you very much. If there is any question, I will take it later.